So once again, good morning everyone. So I just want to run through the previous activity that we did, no? Okay, I will share my screen. So actually our first activity is about the basic, no? The basic use or the basic HTML tags, no? So as what we have here, we have that HTML opening tag, we have head opening tag, and we have an opening tag for title. So the St. Felicity College as a title will display upon running our web to a web browser. So the body BG color, of course, the BG color is a background color wherein we could able to have a background with different colors. So as what we have here, we use a yellow because Dr. Abante favorite is yellow. But of course, you have an option to change. No? If you want to change in blue, cyan, red, green, and others, it is also allowable. But again, I just want to remind everyone that we are also allowed to use a what we call a hexadecimal value. Huh? So you are allowed to replace this one as a combination of 0 to 9 or A to F. So as what we did last time, example 88, start with hashtag. 88 at this combination of 6, for example, AFF. So file save, of course. Then as what I have here, yes, John Kyle.
Naka-uppercase talaga yung BG color, Doc?
Again?
Naka-uppercase po talaga siya?
It's not necessary for us to make it uppercase, but of course, for us to distinguish, better for us to make it as a uppercase.
Ay, Doc.
But
Thank you.
even lowercase, it is also acceptable. Okay? Okay. So if I wanted to run automatically since we save it, so this will be the color of 888 AFF. Okay? So what color it is? Okay. Then how about if I will change this one into AB, for example, then AFF. File save as or file save. Since we have a file name already, you just click file save, no? Then again here, to our running program, just press F5 or enter. So as you can see, this will be the AB AFF, a combination of hexadecimal value. But if you want to have a direct color, it's still okay, no? Cyan. Okay. File save. Then of course, displays F5. Or you just put your cursor here, then enter. So this will be the cyan color. Okay, now, it just a sort of...
Hindi namin nakita.
Ano pa?
Okay na pala, Doc.
Nakikita po, hindi?
Yan, Doc. Okay na.
Okay na po.
Okay, thank you. So, this time, as what we have here, we have a P, no? That is for paragraph. Okay? So, H1, header 1, we have header 1 to 5. So, header 1 is the biggest one. So, H2 is smaller than H1, of course. So, as I mentioned, H1 is the biggest, then H5 is the smallest. Okay? So, center, if we wanted to center our file or our text, you just use the command center. Strong is the same with bold. Okay? Then, as you can see here, we have font color. So, body, for a body, we use BG color. But for a font, we use font, then color. Then the color red or any colors. Same. You are also allowed to use hexadecimal value here. Okay? So for example, if you want to use AA 88B, for example. So, file save. Class, you need to understand this well because during our PHP programming, even JavaScripting, we are going to use the HTML. So, a while ago that is red, right? So, what will be the color of our combination? So, this will be the color right now. A while ago that is red. This time, through the combination of hexadecimal, it will change. Okay? So, again, for background, that is BG color. For text, font color. Okay? So, then marquee. So, as you can see, when we run our program or our website or our web, this enrolled now is moving from right to left or left to right. This one is enrolled now. That is through the use of our marquee command. Okay, again, font color is green. Enroll now. As you can see, green po yung umiikot. Ayan, green po siya. But most commonly, actually, yung ganyan ginagawa nilang red. Again, red, uppercase or lowercase is still accepted. Okay, so enter. What happened? It's a combination of enroll now, red and because we have here, we're not able to close. We have close font here. We have font here. Then closing of font. Then closing of marquee. Then BR is break. Okay, it means to say that in programming we use \n, right? But in this web, in HTML, instead of using \n, and so on, we are use or go to XY or go to C, we use BR as break. Then of course, closing of body, then HTML. Now we may proceed to another. So as what we have here, we are now using the pre. When we say pre, that is predefined. So it display based on how you'll be able to type your file. That is predefined. Then a while ago we used H2. By this time, H1 rather. So this time we use H2. Center, font color. As what you observe, of course we declare first the H2 and we close H2 the last. Okay? Then the center will be the second and second to the last. Font is the third and first, as you can see here. Okay? Don't forget that once the HTML tag first to open, this will be the last, not to close the tags. Okay? Then marquee. Then strong is bold. By this time, we have M. That is emphasize. It means to say italic. Then birthday, every fifth, we have sup or superscript. So, it make at the top. Okay, parang x cube, something like that. That is fifth, th is the top. Then, closing of sup. Then, mobile number, BR. Then, font color is equal to blue. Then, as you can see here, H2O. That is sub. Okay? Subscript. Then, strike. That is a line between, no, at the center. Okay, strike. Then H1, then OL. We have OL already. That is ordered list. So in Microsoft Word, same with yung A, yung bullets and numberings. Huh? But this will be a number. So as you can see here, we use uppercase A. So therefore, if we run this one, automatically since we have 2, 3, 4, 5, primary is A, B, C, D, E. Okay? So L1 is list 1. So if we open a list, okay, we close that list. Okay? Then after that, if we open OL, we close that OL. Then closing of pre. Then we have HREF, that is hyperlink. It means to say that this web, when we run, we have a link, no? Which is a picture. If you click the picture, automatically go to the first or SFC1 website. Okay, then closing of A. Then closing of body, close of HTML. Now, we just try to run this one. So, but this is SFC1. We replace as Web1. Because our program save as Web1, then we're looking forward that if we click this link, the player1.gpg automatically go to the SFC1. How about if we want also to have a link for SFC1 to Web1? So you just go to here, copy of course, then paste. By this time, you just simply replace this one into web1.htm. Then instead of having a picture, you may type, for example, web1 or it's from web1 activity, thing like that. Then file save. Okay, we just try to run. So from SFC1, so this will be the output. As you can see here, a while ago we don't have this link, na? So what we're gonna just to click, then automatically you are going to web.html. Sorry that. Wait. Why we have to.htm.htm. Okay? So for us to make this one as presentable, of course, we need to indicate BR. So to BR. So we just save, of course. A while ago, we have to.htm here. That's why when we run, we encountered problem. Okay, so again, and as you can see, we have web1 with space. If we click this link, automatically going to our web1.htm. How will we do that? By inserting ahref is equal to web1.htm. It display the web1 link, of course, or you just simply like to write link. Okay. Then file save. Then, as you can see here, on our program, web1, no, actually, we ran it already. So by this time, we're going to click the picture for us to go to the sfc1.htm. Okay, so again, we run. We try to run the web1. So this will be the web1. So a while ago, we displayed at, as you can see here, that Marmelo Abante is in bold. Black one, that one is in bold, in italic, I mean. The TH is in the subscript, superscript rather. Then the email address in color blue. The H2O or the 2 is a subscript. Then we have a highlight or a line in a text with this one using the strike. Then H1, I think that is H2 or H1. H2, H1 for educational background. Then as you can see here, center. So therefore, as what we have here, as you can see here, that is center and a little bit bigger than this text, regular text. Then we have a picture here, as you can see here. A while ago, we used OL, no? Ordered list. So that's why A, B, C, D, E. Okay, then if we, as you can see here, if we take it over, no, the mouse pointer, it become a link. So if you click this one, and automatically connected. If you click this one, we're back here. So like this. And that is HREF. Okay. So what I wanted to review this one. Again, it's too important for you to understand all those things in preparation for your JavaScripting and, of course, PHP programming. Now, another lecture that were done last time is the Web 2. By this time, we adopted the DT, DD, and DL. So you are familiar with this two, of course. But at present, we have definition of terms, the DD. Okay, so if we wanted to have a definition of a hypertext markup language, we use the HTML tags DD. And the definition of terms or the definition description or the DD, it stands for definition description. So you use DD, opening tag and closing tag. Then another DD, definition of terms. Another DD, this definition description. DD again, description. Then pre. As you can see here, we use predefined. Then the link to our website 1.htm. So we put link. But later on, you just try to think a good word for that. Okay? So when we run Web 2, as you can see here, I, or Roman numerals. Then hypertext markup language, as you can see here, automatically define with tab. Okay? Markup hypertext language. These are the tags that to tell. Okay? Under ordered list, an ordered list is a list of terms. Ordered list, and so on and so forth. Then we have a link here. So once we click, automatically. Once we click this one, it's connected with this one. We connect this one, and so on. So you will be able to interchange from one web to another website. Okay, another one is, of course, this will be my update actually, no? Okay, so this will be our previous activity, right? By this time, we're going to use a table. Okay, but before I proceed, do you have any questions so far? So silent means no? None?
Wala
Okay.
po.
So by this time, I just want you to understand the HTML tables. So the table are defined with the table tag, and the table is divided into rows with the TR tag. So if we wanted to have a row, we use the tag TR. And each column is divided into data cells with the TD tag. That is data cells. The letters TD stands for table data, which is the content of the data cell. A data cell and contain text, images, lists, paragraphs, forms, horizontal rules, and tables. So actually, we have a sample here. So simply copy. Then okay. We may replace the title into table sample. Again, don't forget to change, if you copy paste, don't forget to change the double quotation. Okay? So, actually, some other command or some other browser required to have this one. No? We need to indicate a double quotation. But in some cases, it's still okay. No problem actually. Okay, so file save as. So we're going to our folder. It's as all types. We make it web3. .htm again. All types or all files, then save. So automatically save. So We go to our folder. We have Web3 already. Double click. So this will be the output. Okay. But if we just want to replace this image because we were not able to see our output, so what we're going to do is just replace this one into color. For example, so body BG color instead of background. If we use picture, we use background. But since we use color, BG color. File save. Then go back to our output a while ago. Then press enter. So as you can see here, we have a row 1, cell 1, row 1, cell 2, row 2, cell 2, and row 2, cell 2. Now, how about if I wanted to make it in a center, of course? So you just indicate center here. Then before this one, close the center. It means to say starting to this point, up to this point, it display to us a center in a center format. File save. And as you can see here, so I'll just want to add, for example, a BR.
Di ba, Doc, pwede palagyan size yung border?
Yes, later on I have. So, yes, actually. But we just started. Later on, I will give you some example. Okay? Thank you for reminding me. Okay, so I saved it already. So, of course, go back to our screen, then press enter. As you can see here. So, for example, we replace this row 1, cell 1, and row 2, cell 1 as your program enrolled. Row 1, cell 1, row 2. So we replace this one as the content, for example, is BSCS. So one ay BSIS. Just assuming, okay? So just simply file save. Press enter. So as you can see here, BSCS cell 1, BSIS cell 1. Okay, so we make it more so we make this one as, for example, we are trying to make, for example, in year level. So 2Y1-1. For example, 1Y1-1. 2Y1-1. This one is 3Y1. For example lang. It's just only an example, ha? Sorry. So as you can see here, this is the way how we'll be able to create our own table. So once we click this link, automatically it go to this one. Okay, this one. So we have a link. Okay. I just want to close all these things first. Excuse me. Okay, so how about if we want to have another, so file new. So this time we just I just want you to use border. No, border is equal to 1. So just try to copy, of course. the content. So, headings in the table. How about if we wanted to have a heading in a table? Okay. So, again, we replace the, no need for us to replace. No? Or if we want to have a more, what do you want to indicate? For example, in number of enrollees. Assuming, just only an example, or 18. And okay, just an example. A file save as. So we make it web4.htm. As much as possible, you make it lowercase. Then always choose all types or all files. Then save. So if we would try to run, we have web4 already. So yun, as you can see here, heading, another heading. So what we're going to do is to replace this one. Instead of heading, we write this one as program. So when we say program, BSCS, BSIS. This one, number of enrollees. Then file save. If we want to add additional, for example, no? Control C. If we write, for example, EIT, sample A is sample 10. So you just simply file save, then run again. So as you can see here, this is the way on how we'll be able to create a table in web or in using HTML. Okay? You have a table heading already. So we say program or course, that is BSCS, BSIS, AIT. So number of enrollees. So this is the way on how we'll be able to make our table. Another example. Excuse. So I'll just simply copy my book, no, because we consider the time, no. So how about this one? We indicated the NBSP. NBSP is a space actually. Okay? NBSP is a space. Example, if you want to add this one, actually this will be the advantage of HTML. We can copy paste, no? It's too easy for us to copy paste the no. Do I save it already? Yes. Because before we run, we need to save our file. So as you can see here, we have a space here, no? At the right side. So this additional, no? Okay? Another one. So as you can see here, we have basic notes, useful tips. So the T-head, T-body, and T-foot elements are seldom used because of bad browser support. Expect this to change in the future HTML. If you have Internet Explorer 5.0 or newer, you can view a working example in an XML tutorial. So table defines a table, TH define a table header, TR for row, TD for table cell. Now, we have here the spanning multiple rows and cell. So how about if we have like this? As you can see here, at the right side, this is the cell padding and cell spacing. So we just try to have one, make it more ang hirap tiyempo ano nasa ilalim ng ano. Sige, close tayo. Then we'll go back here to copy. Since we don't have a lot of time, that's why I'll make it copy paste. No? But of course, in your activity, see to it that you will be able to retype. So as you can see here, you need to replace the double quotation. It's too different from a book. Maybe you could encounter error later on if you don't replace this. But the problem is we have a lot of. And as you can see here, for us not to type all of those one by one, you just click the find and replace. So we replace. You just copy, of course, the text or the code that you want to replace, then replace with the double quotation as what I did, then replace all. So since we replace it already, we just simply file save. So WebP, all types. So we make it as web5 .htm. Then save. So automatically replace the double quotation into a correct one. Then we just try to run if we don't have we were not able to save it properly. Sorry. So file save as. Instead of typing period, we type comma. So that must be comma. All type, then save. So I think we deleted this one. And sorry. Okay, so though, we're going to run. As you can see here, that is the way on how we'll be able to display. But I'll make it I'll just want to enter, no? Yes. So as you can see here, we align our table into center. It is also allowable. So you just press enter. Yan. So by this time, take note, I'm just only 17 years old. Just kidding. Okay? So now, I think this will be the time for you to develop your own. Create a resume. Same as what I have here. Use table. Okay? And this will be your first quiz. Okay? Don't forget ha, class, hindi lang ganito ha, dapat kumpleto. Pati yung inyong yung parang same with biodata. And use table. For example, if I just want to add, of course, but see that is more than beautiful than my output. Okay, so as you can see here. So if you want to make your personal information as this is the personal information. Yeah. So for example, something like that. Okay. So this will be your first quiz. Okay, but make sure that it must be in a more presentable than I have this one and using table. Okay, do you have a question so far?